Well, hello YouTube. It's been a while. So it's Easter, so I want to say happy Easter, happy end of Ramadan, happy Passover, happy solstice, or happy just hanging out with your family. Season's greetings to people of all religions and also the atheists and whatever else. I just wanted to say it was Easter, and so of course I'm wearing my Sunday best, with my hat and and my muscle shirt. Sunday, only the best, only the best for Easter. You know me. I'm all about class. Anyway, yeah, it's been a while since I did a video. It was somewhat related to other thoughts that I had that I was going to make a video on anyway. And then the Fearless Man did a video which I think was a little bit related to some stuff that I was going to say anyway. So this is kind of a response, sort of a response, but sort of just, it rhymes a little bit with what the Fearless Man was talking about, so maybe I'll put it in the description, the Fearless Man's latest video. Anyway, he did a video talking about like too much negativity in the manosphere, how people should, keep an open mind, not let themselves get too bogged down in negativity, and other things. Other things along those lines. First of all, I agree 90% with the video. It's a good video. You should check it out. But to the extent that I don't agree, or it's not even really that I don't agree. It's more like something that I think needs to be maybe fleshed out a little more, thought about a little more. Is it always wrong to be negative? Sometimes you need that catharsis. Sometimes when things are not good, you need it can be, being a little negative can be the proper response, for a minute at least. However, I think he's correct, that you should not dwell on that. You shouldn't stew in it forever. You should take a minute to punch the wall and be like, damn, that ain't that, it ain't fair, and then move on. And easier said than done, I know. It's easier said than done. And then move on and try to stay positive. But I think it's about balance in part, but catharsis is good. Actually, I'm surprised sometimes when I hear about certain YouTubers, or if I'm chatting. I don't chat with people very much in the manosphere anymore, but in the past when I did, I'm often surprised that there's not. So I'm wearing my this is partly why I'm wearing my suicidal tendencies hat today. I think the catharsis that we get when we headbang, when we listen to heavy music, when we go and mosh to some punk rock, is healthy, in moderation, of course. Yeah, when I hear about the taste in music, I'm kind of like, really, you're black pilled and all this, and you're into this kind of lame mainstream, music. Maybe get a little. Maybe it's good for people to get a little hardcore to, get in the mosh pit once in a while. Understand that there's rules and respect in the mosh pit. If somebody goes down, you pick them up, you help them out, even if you're the one who knocked them down. Been there, done that on both sides of that. It's like, you're letting aggression out, and you're kind of showing that you're tough, but at the same time you're kind of like, we're a team, we're a bunch of punk asses. I think there's a certain amount of healthy to that, and maybe there's not enough healthy, especially at the same time. It's not healthy to sit and stew in it and obsess about, oh, my life's not fair. That leads to mental problems. You acknowledge it, you get it out, and then you move on, and then you do your thing in the mosh pit, and then you go back to the office. I'm a 48-year-old and I still mosh sometimes, believe that or not. I still, yeah. Okay, I won't elaborate too much. That's maybe another video. I should do a video on my experiences in the pit. Yeah. Anyway, I actually jotted down a few notes. Okay. Yeah, definitely depression. I agree. There's too much depression, negativity in certain areas. Yeah, and we should try and move away from that. Get a little more positive in some areas. At the same time, for people who are new and they need to vent a little bit, that's not always bad, because you gotta vent. You gotta take a minute to acknowledge it, but then move on, get more constructive. Don't let the negative circumstances take you down. There's more to life than fish tacos. There's mosh pits, which I like, or whatever. Or maybe you're not a heavy metal or punk rock guy. There's other things. It's a whole world of cool things that have nothing to do with women that you can get into. And I do think the culture's got to change, and we got to respect guys even if they're not a ladies' man and they're just a guy doing their thing. And but yeah, it starts with, don't focus so much on it. Maybe keep a little hope that something will happen someday, but don't always be, I'm low or whatever, Yeah, I'm unprepared as always, but yeah, let's check. Yeah, I mean, don't limit yourself by what me or any other douchebag on the internet has to say. Now, maybe a lot of what they're saying is true, but this is a world of nuance. Keep an open mind. That they, this idea that, the black pit's absolute truth. There's a lot of I think there's a lot of truth in some of the black people, some of the earth. It's not. Don't take it as absolute and limit your whole life according to what some douchebag who's trying to grift on the internet is telling you. Fuck grifters. Do use common sense. Maybe listen if what they have to say makes common sense. If there's grains of truth to it, yes, maybe listen to it. Yes, maybe there's some truth there, but don't be limited. And that's kind of what the Fearless Man was saying, and I agree with that. Don't limit yourself. You keep learning, you keep expanding, you look for the exceptions, you look for ways forward. Yeah, I'm liking the hat. Maybe I'll wear it. Maybe people take me more seriously if I wear this hat. I got stories about this hat too. Maybe I'll do that some other time, but it's not this video. Yeah. I mean, the pillars and rules. Well, okay, maybe there's a lot of truth to it, but it's don't limit yourself in this absolutism of it either. Might be some wisdom. Take wisdom. It's like religion. There's wisdom and some true things about religion, but if you take it too seriously, you become a fanatic, and it leads to things that are not good, to say the least. And he said something that another thing that I halfway agree with, but I do want to maybe say a little more. Okay, he said don't live in the past. I agree, don't live in the past, but at the same time, we do have to acknowledge the past, and doing some degree of reflecting on the past can be good. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to just always be, oh, woe is me, this happened. But but every once in a while, reflecting on the past, acknowledging that the past kind of put you here, can be a good thing. I could quote somebody here, but I did in another video, so let's not do that twice. And maybe let's not get too long-winded. Maybe let's save some mental energy for another time. Yeah, I know that's not how it works, but anyway, to whoever took the time to listen to this, especially if you made it all the way through, thank you. And I'll make another douchey video some other day maybe, and we'll see ya.